Well, Karma's in there, so I think you could probably listen to whatever he has to say about getting the championship. That's I think you could say he knows that much, that's for sure.
Yeah, the only world champion from last year actually here this year.
That's what I say.
Well, I say here. Parasite is here as well, but he's spectating. He's sitting there watching.
Oh, man, he wasn't ready.
Oh,
okay. Dude, drop it. You're watching me. So the only person that can possibly win a back-to-back world championship is Karma. He's also on arguably the best team in the world, so he is looking to be that favorable outcome of being a back-to-back world champion is still a really, really real possibility.
Definitely.
And I don't know if it's the red hair of complexity that they got right now, if it's just that they're that talented, but something's in the water for those guys. I mean, you've got TP and Aches who are big champions, so keep an eye out for complexity coming up later on.
Yeah,
but now we've got Epsilon here, and they're going on against EnVy. EnVy was able to take game number 3, but Epsilon leads the series.
Now, Fwiz, Flux is going to be using a shotgun. It's his kind of domination speciality, if you will. He can be very, very lethal with it. He's already got behind enemy lines on that B flag. He's going to see 2 players. There's one. Couldn't find the second, but in goes Tommy, and he kind of was just clean-up crew there. He has gone down, though. Swanee just going to be patrolling that left-hand side. And I have a feeling it's going to be another one of those games, Fwiz, where it's going to be who caps that B flag and who can hold it.
And now on board here, sticking with Swanee as he's going to try to make in a move to B to see if his team can set up. It looks like Jerd's going to move in on it, so Swanee's going to give him the help that he needs here. Tries to get some shots in, gets taken out. But Jerd was almost able to cap it, but good stop by EnVy, and that's 3 down for Epsilon as Swanee's just now spawning back in. Same with Flux.
This should be Nameless's flag. It is indeed. So now you've got EnVy with control of C and B. How long can they control the B flag for? Are Epsilon going to try and rotate? Well, Nameless says, oh, hey, how you doing, bro? Nice, peekaboo, see you, Flux. He's gone down. Another play challenging. Makes small work of Jerd as well. Nameless really starting to catch fire now. One of my favorite players to spectate. Can Study try and do a similar thing? He's gone down. Merc's dead as well, so it's going to come down to Rambo to try and defend that B flag. He is heavily stunned, and he has, in fact, lost it.
And Rambo, see if he can jump down in here and pick anybody off. They did already lose it. That's absolutely correct, but now he's going to try to go in here and get the cap on B. Doing it by himself, finally getting some support from his team, but then you've got someone from Epsilon. I believe that was Tommy that jumps in, and actually Jerd took Tommy out in some friendly fire with the Semtex.
That was just unfortunate stuff, but I guess it was kind of worth it in the long run just to keep him off that flag. Jerd looks to the left. There's one, there's 2. Can he at least neutralize the flag? There's going to be the 3rd to the left-hand side. Isn't going to be able to clean that one up. Flux from up top, going to jump down. Now, 3 fires, fantastic accuracy. Trophy systems go down. Has the support of a teammate as well. Can the teammate stay alive? Who is it? I believe it's Tommy. Tommy doing everything he can. He's going to carry the cap as well. And Epsilon are going to get control. It's a 5-point game.
Tommy, I mean, dude, he's been impressive all series here. We've been talking about him, but this is why he's 7-5. He's got 2 caps, and he's leading his squad. 3 consecutive points on the board for him here. And he's trying to rack up 4, but gets taken out by Merc there. Nice shooting from the dude in EnVy here. You gotta love Merc, and he's gonna try to hold his team together and push this thing into a game number 5, but right here on Domination, it's close. However, EnVy with a 6-point lead.
And they also pushing for that trip cap as well. Nameless is gonna grab the B flag, and that's gonna force Epsilon now to really push hard on the C flag. And a couple of players actually rotating towards A. This is the big gunfight here from Swanee. He picks it up, needs to jump on the A flag. There's gonna be 1 player rotating towards him. That's gonna be Merc. This gunfight could really dictate the rest of the game. Flag is going to be neutral. Can Merc pick him up? Swanee's going to pick him up, and that flag will go back to Epsilon. However, good rotation from Study. He's picked up C. More gunfights over there. Rambo cleaning house, and still EnVyUs with a 2-1 flag advantage.
On board with Merc here, as they are going to hold down B. EnVy doing great this last couple of minutes here at Domination, as they did have that 3 cap. Losing B, Merc's going to jump down, rain down, try to get this cap by himself. Shots coming in. He gets pinched by Flux there. And now Epsilon going to take back B. They need B, and they need to hold it for the last minute and 38 if they want to chip away at this EnVy lead.
And that's what it's all about. Just chip away as much as possible. Just try and defend that B flag. Tommy on your screens picks up 1. That was Study. In goes Merc, though. He's gone down. Rambo's going to be last alive. He's on the flag. He has it neutral. Can he get the cap, though? Oh, a fantastic kill comes in from the right-hand side. That was against Jerd, and Rambo has just pretty much single-handedly capped that flag by himself.
Sometimes these guys got to do it at B, which it's never suggested to have to jump on it yourself, but man, your time is so limited when trying to go in there for the B. It gets out of control there on the nades that come in. It can sometimes be very difficult to capture. As we're on board with Nameless, he's trying to get some shots down range, but not able to connect with the SMG. Finally cleans up Jerd right there before getting taken out by Swanee, rocking the Remington as we switch on board with Merc here. the captain for EnVyUs, going to try to make it happen again, wanting to move this into a game number 5. They've got to win it here on Domination Sovereign.
Yeah, this is a must win now for Team EnVyUs on the brink of elimination. And
Jerd killed Tommy again with it.
oh, really? You need to be more careful.
Yeah.
I think that's twice now.
Yeah.
But still, EnVy on the brink of elimination, and we keep saying Game 3 can really change the series, and it's looking right now like that may be the case for us. It's a, what, 14-point lead going into the last 20 seconds. Is it going to stay that way? That B flag still being contested. Merc's going to pick up one, and Swanee goes, tries to pre-fire, connects with Flux as well. But Jerd still managing to pick up that kill. Is he going to be able to grab the B flag? 9 seconds left. Oh my lord! Just destroyed Study as he jumps around the corner. B goes back in favor of Epsilon, but a 67 to 78 point game.
Dude, that was a good game out of the boys right there, as they're going to have a nice lead going into the second half again. They had a lead in the first half, didn't they?
They did.
The first domination, that was like 17 points,
and
that
this
they
time
ended
it's
up
11.
blowing on Freight, right?
Yeah.
And now they find themselves in a game number 4 where they're in a tough position.
Yeah, it's only 11 points, so a little bit less than it was in that first game. Can they try and follow it through? Looking at that scoreboard, you've got Merc 15 and 13, really showing his experience, and that's exactly what is needed. You can see the guys there from Team EnVyUs on your screen. Rambo closest to the camera. You've got Merc sat there, the two veterans sat next to each other, and they kind of just allow the Study and Nameless just to do the hype thing on the other side.
Ray keeping it warm there. That's what you got to do sometimes. I think the Ogre twitch right there a little bit. And the Epsilon guys knowing that they can close this one out and be in the money if they can just win this second side of domination. Both these guys have pressure, because even though EnVy is fighting for their lives, you've got Epsilon that knows that they're so close they can almost taste it for that money, man.
And
you know?
As well as that, they have Europe's hopes and dreams really resting on their shoulders.
Yeah,
it's been, the first time really where we can say Europe has some good competition. Some solid teams. They've come over here and they're really going toe-to-toe with these American teams.
What have you thought about TCM coming out here after how well they did in the European qualifiers?
I didn't really, in my bracket that I kind of predicted, I didn't expect them to go down to the losers bracket. I actually had it I had Epsilon going down instead, and TCM going through the winners bracket. So things not going as I really
has
planned.
been busted, huh?
Yeah, apart from I called the Cole FaZe game, but I actually called FaZe to beat Cole.
And yeah, okay. There you go.
I'm just saying. If that comes true.
Yeah, if that comes true.
Everyone laughed at me at first, but if that comes true.
And they'll continue to laugh at you after that game. So right now we've got the second half of game number 4, EnVy versus Epsilon. It's going to be EnVy that's got an 11-point lead here. Remember the first half that they played on Domination Freight, EnVy had a 17-point lead and blew it. Hopefully that doesn't happen for the boys in blue, as they're going to be jumping in here. Domination on Sovereign. Let's jump in the eyes of Merc and see how he's going to kick this one off.
Merc, I'm expecting some aggressive plays from him. He needs another game, or another side, I should say, much like that first side. Changes out for the AR, trying to pick any of the Epsilon rushing players. He's going to have 2 in front of him. Tags them both, as Tommy actually killed Flux by accident there. So, again, more friendly fire coming in from Epsilon. Something that they should be a little bit more careful, but fantastic anticipation from Merc. Isn't going to get the kill, though. Jerd just snaked him completely, and he's going to have that flag neutral. Now, can Epsilon count on that B flag? Nameless is going to be capping it. This could be huge for EnVyUs. He's not going to be able to follow it through, though, and I believe someone from Epsilon is going to be on there. That's going to be Flux, and it's looking like the flag is going to go in Epsilon's control.
And Flux able to pull that one out. That's right, Benson. So now you've got Epsilon on B and C, and they are not showing any mercy, as Flux is going to try to go for the 3 cap here, pushing into A. He did see somebody there, so waiting to push in. Got to win that gunfight. Doesn't, as that Study that's going to protect their home base at A, knocking off that player for Epsilon. As we're going to stick on with Swanee here, see what he's able to do again, just trying to maintain that B and C cap after pushing to A, not able to get the 3 cap. Swanee catching a stun by Caution. The
rotation coming in as well from EnVy. So Flux now needs to go big here. There's going to be 2 EnVyUs players. Can he get any of them? No, he can't. Study gets the kill. Anyone else from EnVy around there? There's a couple of players rotating. So now EnVy are in the strange position where they have both A and C. They still do not control B, as Jerd trying to make some plays on that C flag. He's going to have 2 players right to his right.
He's like that damn trophy system. He almost had that thing blow up in his face because he didn't see it behind the can. Actually, you know what? That's a really good trophy spot there.
It is, right?
For that reason alone, it might be.
Epsilon now.
What in the world was that?
Epsilon still with just B. They failed to rotate, and the reason really behind that was they sent 2 plays to A and 2 plays to C. It's high risk, high reward, admittedly, if it pulls off, but it wasn't to B, and now you have EnVyUs trying to come back into this game. Finally, you see
Tommy.
Epsilon pushes the team. All 4 players push towards that C flag, and no one from Envy able to jump on that B flag. The big play now is going to come from Swanee. He needs to defend the B flag, not able to do so. He gets taken down by Rambo.
They didn't expect Rambo back there. That was the problem, is Jerd's able to take him out, but Nameless cleans up Jerd. Oh, Flux with a 3-piece, guys. It happened so quick, you might have missed it, but he drops 3 Envy players, and now he's going to try to single-handedly get this cap for his team, and he does. Epsilon Flux coming up massive for Europe.
That's exactly what he needed to do in that situation. It required a clutch play, and that's exactly what Flux provided. Now Tommy needs to try and do a similar thing. The flag has been capped, but there's a 2-piece. Jumps on the flag, throws out the nade after destroying the trophy system. Doesn't want it happening again as it did on the C flag, where the trophy nearly pretty much killed him by accident. More kills going down on B. It's just a cluster fest right now.
A cluster fest.
It really is.
Oh, Benson.
You love it.
I do. That I do. On board with Tommy from Epsilon. They've done such a good job early on here getting B, but Envy not allowing that to happen much now, as Envy's done a great job knocking players off of it. Really got to give Nameless some credit too, who's 11-8.
Oh,
Rambo 9-7, who caused a nuisance behind enemy lines there when they try to set up and get that B. So big props coming towards the Envy squad, as now they are going to lose B. Epsilon able to take that one back. Study's going to pull up a nice kill here, and let's see how long Envy will let them have it.
So, with 1 minute 30 left, there's an 11-point lead in the first side. It's 56-53 in the second side. B is neutral, so it's all going to come down to essentially this next couple of gunfights over at the B flag. Who's going to grab control of it? Study, he's jumped straight on it. He's going to get taken down. Can Merc follow the cap? Yes, he can. EnVyUs back in full control.
And Rambo gets taken out there at the hands of Swanee. As we switch over to Nameless, they do realize they're losing B. He's going to come down, gets the kill, was contested, finally gets taken out, but that's actually going to be by Study, who takes out Nameless, who was trying to capture the B there. Costly mistake for the Envy squad.
Rambo, once again on your screen, him and Nameless picking up a couple of kills, leaving 2 players from Epsilon alive. He's rotated all the way to C, and this is where that rotation game comes in handy. If you can just rotate and keep putting the pressure on Epsilon's base, you will win the game when it's close like this.
And now switching on to Merc with the Envy squad here, as they're going to try to split the map in a little bit, but right now you've got Epsilon able to recover that C flag back, so Epsilon's going to hold C and B, leaving Envy only with A, but that 11 points, they should be good to go here as they close it up.
Game 5 was Game 5. Only fitting between these 2 giants in the Call of Duty esports community. It's so hard to call. We said, watch out, Game 3 can turn the series on its head, and that's pretty much exactly what it's done. All tied up now, 2 games apiece.
Man, what a matchup between these 2 teams. Epsilon was causing a lot of pressure. You wondered with how well they were controlling B early on in the second half that they might end up running away with it yet again on domination, but no such luck. And Envy feeling good, because really what they just did here was not only come back and win 2 games to tie the series up, they put it in a map decided, search and destroy game number 5, and that's what Envy wants, right?
Right, they are so good at search and destroy. However, it was Epsilon that picked up the first search in the series.
It is.
Can Epsilon get their heads back in the game? This is one of those situations where you do not want to be thinking...
They're both good search teams.
They are both very good search teams. That's what makes it even more interesting. But for me, Epsilon can't be sat there thinking, we were 1 map away. What's happened? We were just 1 map away, and we kind of given them back in the series. God damn it!
Darn it!
But
and here's the replay. Yeah. Rambo, this is what we were talking about. Ray did a phenomenal job in this game here and finally got taken out, but right after he was able to get a cap, that was a critical cap for the squad. Nameless was able to pick up another kill, but it was short-lived, as I think he got taken out right after that. And then Merc, a lot of great plays that were done right here. Merc with the solo cap set up 2 trophy systems that helped take out everything that was coming his way. And then again, another shot by Rambo there. Back and forth these 2 teams went. Some good plays by Tommy, who had been doing well all series, but ultimately it was Envy that came out on top.
Yeah, for me, big part of that was Nameless. We didn't really give him much cover, but he finished 15-15 as the highlight reel continues to roll with Rambo. As Tommy just being a little sneaky, going around the side. But as I was going to say, Nameless, those 15 kills were huge. They were always those clutch 2 pieces or, you know, couple of kills on those flags. You can see just at the very end of that highlight reel there. EnVyUs getting pumped up. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, I agree. And I like the nameless and study kind of little, like the little duo over there.
Right?
You know,
It works.
It's very apparent that they feed off of one another, and I kind of like when another player identifies with a dude on the team like that. You know, that they feed off of one another's success, and it's good to see that sometimes. So, but said we couldn't ask for a better match. You know, Epsilon looked like they were going to run away with it and just kick North America out of this. EnVy said not today, and they push it into a game number 5. This is going to be a good match, man.